Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Air Holler with me, Mirrored37. So, we're actually down here in Guadalajara. I actually haven't flown in about 2.5 weeks. I had a bunch of Air Holler videos already made, and then it became the holidays and everything, so I've had a whole bunch of stuff going on. So I actually haven't flown in a little while. Also, I lost a flight or two because I remember I was trying to go to Albuquerque. I think I may have already flown that one time, but I was going to Albuquerque, and I keep having problems with like winds shifting and the speed of the winds also. Like 1 second the speed of the winds is like 10 knots, and then all of a sudden, bam, it's 30. I've just been having tons of problems with that. But I actually had that problem yesterday. I was actually flying down to Guadalajara and had all kinds of problems. So ended up doing away with that one. Luckily, when it regenerated jobs, it did have one in Guadalajara, so we're just going to go down there and fly that one. Alright, so a little bit longer. There is a SID, no star. We're going Guadalajara to Midland. It's a short flight. I know some people want longer flights. I'll be doing longer flights. Actually, one of our planes is actually down in Rio de Janeiro, and all the flights there are long because, you know, there's nothing real close. Now, I was actually thinking I have scenery down there for, I think, Buenos Aires, and I might open up a base down there, and we could have more planes. We could actually put some planes down there, just for another base, and I don't know, it's another airport, kind of fun to do. Alright, so I don't have this thing loaded up at all. Alright, it's the FedEx. Yeah, I want to go down there. I don't know if we should offload any fuel or not. Really probably should. I think it's around 800 miles altogether. Obviously, it's not just a straight line. So it's about double the fuel. I'll probably just leave it there. Oh, with that fuel. We'll do a day flight. I didn't fly down here, so I don't know anything about the airport. It's probably just a little one of those airports that we see all the time when we fly somewhere. Some generic airport. We'll just try for 17. And we'll go ahead and move on over to the plane. Alright, everybody, here we are, Guadalajara. Yeah, just kind of a generic airport, just out kind of in the middle of nowhere. I don't know where that's from. I don't remember seeing those. Alright. Let's go ahead. I need to turn these fuel pumps off. Turn on the nav and the beacon while we're at it. We'll go down to the FMC. Actually, let me... that parking brake. Alright, let's go to the FMC. Alright, we are Guadalajara, MMGL going to Midland. That's KMAF. Ah, daggone it. There we go. Trying to put it in activate. Activate, execute. Put this 0 fuel weight in there. Reserves, we'll just carry that. Put that at 5. Let's go ahead and request this. I'm sure it'll put us to like 37,000 feet with the cost index at 85. That seems to be what it always does. Come on, thing. I don't know why those, you can hear like the fans coming up and down. Alright, 37,085. So let's go over to departures. And arrivals, I think we're taking off on runway 10. Alright. And our SID is going to be here are 2. Here we go. Alright. And we're going to be arriving only one runway has ILS, that's 10. But actually I have crosswinds both taking off and landing. Alright. Go ahead and accept that. Now we'll go over. Flaps, I can never remember if you're supposed to use 5 or 15. I'm going to go ahead and put 15. I can't really recall. I'm not sure if there's a right or a wrong, but it seems like a lot of people only use 5 if I remember correctly. I can't really recall. Plane is such a beast. Trim 2.5, go ahead and do that. Alright, that's good. And 148 for the V2 speed. I'm gonna go ahead and put that so I don't forget it. No, she's foggy. We're up at 5,000 feet. Everywhere in Mexico it seems to be. You're way up in the air. High elevation. Go to legs. Move that up. We got another one right here. Put that in. Alright, runway. So 170. Obviously, we're not going to be landing that fast. Our approach. 141. It'll be even slower when we get there. .141, and it's 6 miles, so I don't want to go much faster. I'll actually put that at 150. And 8 miles before that, let me go ahead. That's what it says. We can't slow down 90 knots in 8 miles. That was 150, so maybe put this at like 175 maybe? And then there's 41 miles in between that, so that other speed should be just fine. I do want to check one thing, because the way I made this, that's not correct. That is funky looking. That's not. What in the world? I'll keep it, but that doesn't look anything like it's supposed to. Alright, so that all looks pretty good. That is really funky though. That's really odd. I think part of that is the SID coming out here, but I don't know this funky. That was not in the flight plan. You make this big S. That is very odd. I'll keep it, because I don't want to mess with it. But that is not. That was weird. Alright, radios for the minimums. Traffic. This is very odd. RTO. I'm thinking this is 10, which is nice because we're actually a little bit closer. There's actually a plane here. So we need to move our nose to the... Actually, we'll just go straight back. Parking brake is off. Go ahead and push back. It looks at this, we're at like the other end of the airport, actually. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and move this to 37,000 feet. I forgot to write down the heading of this runway. Put 106 as we're going straight out. Man, yeah, it's been a couple weeks, actually almost like 2.5 weeks, right at 2.5 weeks since I've flown it. I hate jumping right back into it because it seems like I forget so much. And I've been flying so many other different planes, the Caravan. I've been flying, I did a lot of FS passengers recently too, because we got a new plane, got the C404 Titan. So I've been flying that a lot. Make sure that gas area, yeah. I don't want to back into that. Alright, let's go ahead and stop it actually. I'm going to throw on the taxi light. Brakes for an RTO. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting the flaps out. Go to this runway. It's like, look outside, it's like we're on a cliff or something. I don't know, maybe it's the crazy elevations. Like I say, it's like every time you're in Mexico, your elevation goes so high. I don't know, is all of Mexico like mountainous? I've never been there myself. I do know that Mexico City is supposedly extremely high up. And Guadalajara is out to the west of it. It's not too far away, so I guess that kind of makes sense. I'm trying to look and see what those planes are. Find out the airline. I can't. Let me see something. We're actually flying out this way. Alright, so there is only one. That sucks because then we gotta go the length of the runway. I knew it couldn't have been easy for us. You see how my view is all weird now? I hate you, EZDok. EZdok's so nice, but the moving of the when I'm taxiing really annoys the hell out of me. And the fact that when you're gone, well, once you've taken off and everything, it just switches around while you're flying. I guess we're gonna go buy those planes now. Should have known. It really sucks because this taxiway takes us way out here. I think we just picked a really crappy area to park. Although how would I have known? I don't know the parking areas of Guadalajara. I don't know any of them, actually. Go ahead and flip on the flight directors. LNAV and VNAV. Because we're at the other end of the runway. I almost feel like saying, screw it, let's take off from here. I don't know if the same SID would work. Like I said, there's a crosswind, so we're not really taking off into the wind. And I hate this. There we go. Alright. Taxi on down to the right here. I wish I had parked at the gate. Those other planes. We'll make it down there eventually. Yeah, there's actually several planes. It looks like there's a Delta there at the end. Get a little closer. I can't tell what planes are. I thought it looked like there's an American United old livery, but I don't think so. I can't tell what those are. Like way off. I don't know what those are. The tails are the same, but the livery is different, so I have no idea. Is it the Mexican airline? I can't. Aero Mexico, is that their airline? I don't know who else. I mean, who I would figure. And Delta. Alright, I guess we're going to the end. Almost feels like you don't need it with this plane. It's such a beast of a plane. it accelerates, it takes off so quickly. Or I'm still not sure that we have that much runway. We're really light today as well.
Approaching 02.
I thought there was only one runway. As I recall, there was only one runway. It's kind of odd. I don't remember that at all. It's like a little bit of a shorter runway. Man, we are way down there.
Approaching 02.
Oh, we're on 02. It's so flat out here too. And foggy. Slow it down a little bit and get a little quick here. I want to get down to the get out of here and take off. Alright, well, we're almost there. By the way, has anyone tried P3 D3 prepared version 3? This out. It's, I guess it's been out for 2 or 3 weeks. It seems the reviews are extremely good. But I thought about, you know, do I keep FSX or go on to there, because I've had prepared before. And I was kind of thinking about getting that. I don't know. It just seems still so many people use FSX, so I kind of want to keep that because that's what most people have. But I don't know. It just seems like that it's a huge improvement over like version 2. I don't know. When I get another job, I definitely want to build another computer just for flight simming as well, and I could actually put both on there, FSX and prepared version 3. That'd be really nice. Really nice. Alright. Finally, we've approached the end of the runway. See, now I can't line up because I don't. I'm off to the side. Alright. It's just a real annoyance to me. I probably whine about it too much, but it's just really annoying. Because it's going to do it again when we get on the runway, and we're going to have to. It makes it hard to line up. Any lights are on, strobes are on. Because I know where I need to be looking at this. I actually put it about straight down here. But when it knocks me over to the side, then I can't line up. Alright.
On runway 10.
Alright, we're pretty good actually on that one. Alright, make sure that's toga. I gotta say I forget things. Alright. Let's go ahead and get on out of here. I'm not doing a D-rig takeoff. Hit toga. Although if you look at that curve, I shouldn't be doing this while taking off. If you look at that curve, I guess distance-wise it's not really that far. What in the hell? Man, we must be really light. It was picking the freaking nose up.
V1. Rotate. V2.
That was a little odd. Positive rate gear up. I could understand that happening if we'd been going a little further down the runway, but man, she was picking up the nose quite quickly. flaps already down to 5. Holy hell. So that's the problem with flying this plane sometimes, man. It's too powerful. Flaps already need to be to 1. Now see, the engines are spoiling down. We gotta get the nose down as well. It's kind of odd how that does that, because usually I would have pretty much put the flaps up, and then as they spooled down, you're back in the flap range again, where you should have flaps out. Alright, nose up just a tad. Flaps are up. Up in the clouds. Nothing really to see in Guadalajara, unfortunately. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and hit autopilot. You see we're already speeding. Although, well, we just hit 10,000 feet, so it doesn't matter now, does it? Landing lights can come off. Forgot, we took off at 5,000 feet. Man, this thing climbs insanely quick. Let's see if we can see anything. Guadalajara, I think isn't it fairly big? I don't know, we're up in the freaking clouds, so I just can't see anything. I was thinking Guadalajara is fairly big. You see, it's kind of mountainous. Looks nice. The textures, I mean. Sure, that's not Guadalajara, it's not just some little place. I think Guadalajara is fairly big. Not that I actually know. Now, is that the ocean? Because I know we are on the western part. That can't be, because we're flying to the east. That's just got to be a big lake. That can't be the freaking ocean. So we took off to the east. I don't know what that is. That's gotta be one giant lake. Alright, let's go back in here. Let me check something. It's 1830. Progress here. So 8 minutes to the top of climb. Top of the climb. Be there at 2021, so less than 2 hours away from Midland. Like it wasn't a long flight. It's I think 800 miles or so when you throw in the SID. Dadgummit. Alright. TCAS is on. Sometimes I guess it automatically comes on. I can't remember. I was about to say TCAS is off. I was looking at TCAS. It didn't say TCAS off. Move this range up. It's just odd that curve. Like I said, it wasn't in that flight plan. It was actually almost pretty much straight. So I don't know how that happened. Well, I made the flight plan actually before I get this to standard. Before I upgraded my AirX cycle. I should have done that a while ago. I get kind of lazy on updating it to 1512. So maybe, see, that's acting weird. This thing was curling around yesterday when I was on the ground, like that thing moving. Our flight line, I don't know. Things are getting a little odd. But yeah, I made that before I updated to 1512, so maybe something changed. I don't think it would have, but you never know. Already up to 19,000. Alright, well, everyone. Actually, I'll wait till we make this turn. I don't want to do a 4X on the turn. Go way out. So I'll wait until I speed it up. Like I say, it's a short flight. I know. See that moving? I don't know. What the heck? Some people want some longer flights. Like I say, we got a plane down Rio de Janeiro. Might make a base in Buenos Aires. Do some stuff like that. Like that'll be a long flight though in Rio de Janeiro. I hope they make a flight from Rio to Buenos Aires. That'd be pretty nice. And that's a fair distance. Not hugely. I guess it's not a huge distance, especially when you're flying. That would be kind of nice. I don't think the airport is that nice. The scenery that I've got, it's one of those. I don't know. There's not much to it, I don't think. But I was thinking about making a couple bases. Lima, Peru, maybe? I've got scenery, old scenery for Tonkinton, too. But I don't know if I ever want to attempt a landing there. That airport is just insane. If you ever watch YouTube videos, planes landing there in Tonkinton. I can't remember if that's Colombia or where that is. But we can make a couple bases down in South America and buy more planes. Well, everything is then buy more planes. That's more work for me to do. Keeping AI pilots moving. But I mean, we've got a ton of money and everything. Yeah, I don't know. That's not correct at all. That's very odd. And then it does that. What in the world? Good lord. And look, that that is a waypoint. And yet that what I don't what is that? Why did it go away from the waypoint? That's one reason it's curving like that. That makes no sense. Alright, well, we're almost at 25,000. I'm going to go ahead and speed it up. We'll see exactly what this thing's going to do. And I'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, everybody, I'm slowing it down here. Need to get our speed down. We're well above the glide slope now, over 1,000 feet away. I'm gonna pull the speed brake, help us slow down. Alright. Coming down barely. Let's go ahead and find our approach speed 137 now. And I'm going to slow that down now to just 143 or so. And this needs to come down. Let's put that at 165. Alright, the runway heading is 107. Go ahead and put that in there. And elevation of runway 2922, so I got it set at 2900. Coming back on the glide slope now. I'm gonna have to start releasing this or we'll end up getting way below it. Come on. There you go. Arm that. Speed brakes are, like I said, are at 2. Coming up on 10,000 feet. 20 miles, we need to be down at 165. I had some problems sometimes with this plane and the speed as well, if you've seen some of the videos. Wow, it shows Texas is just barren, doesn't it? Alright, 10,000 feet, landing lights coming back on. I forgot to turn the taxi light off. Gee, me Christmas. Alright, so 17 miles until we need to be at 165. I'm not sure if I need to just put the flaps out, start the flaps out, or not, to get it started moving down. Let's start at 10 miles if it doesn't start slowing down. It's 75 knots, that's a pretty big drop. We're gonna be hitting the, there we go. So it is, it was coming down. I don't think it's gonna drop quick enough, so I'm gonna put the speed brake. We got 12 miles. So maybe it will. Won't put the full speed brake out. Alright, flaps to 5. Now I have to put them out to 15 to get down to 165. Put the speed brake back. Got 9 miles, so it probably would have cut it without the speed brake, but just in case. Flaps going to 15. I'll put that drag. Alright, so far so good. Now see, it says we're above the glide slope by a fair amount. We're supposed to be at 4,900 in 6 miles. Whoops. Let's see, it says we're 2,000 feet above that. Daggone it. I'm just gonna try and dive down and speed up. Come on. $1,600 feet above it. Damn, I don't know why this thing was going to be so high above. I don't know. 240, come on now. I don't know why that changed itself. Yeah, drag required, no kidding. 1,200 feet above. I'm glad I caught that when I did, though. Come on, you need to really get down, plane. We got 13 miles to the runway. To help with the drag, I'm going to put the flaps down to 20. I really want this plane to get down quicker, and it just isn't. So you're 800 feet a minute, come on, that's ridiculous. It should be descending a lot quicker than that. You need to be at 4,800.
2,500.
We're 400 feet above it. Getting better. About 20 knots too quick though. Dropping the gear. Get the approach hold. Let's get this off. It's too much for me to do. Come on, speed brake, get down. Here we go. Alright, I didn't know if I was going to get everything done or not. Flaps at 25. We should be pretty good. Right there. I was thinking, man, is this thing going to slow down or what? Full flaps now. Need to be down to 141. There we go. 137 plus the 5, 142. The seat came up as 141. I'm not sure why. Or did it come up as 137? I'm sorry. I believe it is supposed to be plus 5. Alright. And of course, we're now going with the wind. It's ridiculous. Plus a crosswind. Alright. Gotta roll out and flare. Got the gear and the flaps and everything out too soon, but that's because I was really worried about our speed and getting it in time. I always do that. I get a little worried that we're not going to get down and get slow enough at time. Need to stop worrying about that so much, I guess. Alright, it didn't give me the 1,000-foot call out there. We're actually 880 feet above the ground.
Approaching 10.
Try and keep it on the glide slope. That's one of my big problems. I think that's why I have so many crappy landings. I'm not good at keeping it on the glide slope. Like that, we got a little off it. Adjusted too much. Now we're getting real high all of a sudden, just like that. That happens to me a lot.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, we're coming in hot. Oh, we're coming in hot. Damn, damn, damn. Up for 2.5 weeks, it was showed. That was really bad.
4,000 feet remaining.
Oh, man. That was really bad.
3,000 feet remaining.
Midland ground. It's not tuning into it. I don't know why. Oh man, that was terrible. I'll tell you one other thing I don't like about some of these planes is using the auto throttle on the landing. I'd much rather control the speed myself, but oh no, that was very, very bad. When it told me how high up that call out right before we got down, I was kind of surprised that we were that low, and I just totally screwed it. I don't know why I can't hit ground up. I'm gonna find somewhere to park. Over here. Alright, taxi just over to the right. Put these landing lights off as well. Yeah, that was not a good landing at all. Like I say, I've been off for 2.5 weeks. It was not like I was doing a bang-up job before it either. Really, I don't know, we came in real hard. Like I said, when it gave me the call-outs to like 30 feet, I was just thinking, oh no, I did not know we were that low. Oh man, I hate these bad landings. Alright, looks like we have some activity, some more planes. Over here. Is that another Delta? Seems like Delta's everywhere. I like Delta. I usually fly Delta when I fly.
Approaching 3,
Is that
4
southwest
left.
over to the left?
3, 4
I
left.
don't know what that is. Alright. Didn't hit the throttle that much. I'm down.
Approaching 3, 4 left.
Alright, I don't know if we should go right or left. Probably go to the right. Yeah, I don't know what that plane to the right is. recognize that at all. I don't see any taxi lines for parking over here. Alright, maybe we got some over here. Carry on. Got to record that landing too. Get instant replay. Not that I want to see that one. That was bad. Unreals. Turn for me. Alright, we gotta park this sucker. I kind of wanted to see the replay. I was just so bad. I was just shocked that we were... Like I say, I don't like not being able to control the throttles. I mean, I could turn auto throttles off, but I guess technically that's not what they do in this plane. I don't like the feel of not having the control of the speed of the plane. It feels like it makes me land longer too, because it seems like you should be pulling back on the throttles before they do. Did I switch that off? There we go. Alright. Cut the fuel. I'm just gonna turn those two off. Look over here real quick. What plane? Is that Monarch? Isn't Monarch like British? That's what I was thinking. Why would there be a Monarch plane? Yep, monarch.co.uk. It's kind of odd. In Midland, Texas. Alright, let's go ahead and move on over to Air Hauler and see the damage. Alright, 2% damage. That's actually not as bad as I thought. I thought we hit really hard. That's what it felt like. I mean, we bounced it way up in the air. That's just terrible. That's terrible. The more I think about it, the more it's going to piss me off. Yes. Alright, let's see if there is anything in Midland. If not, then the next episode will probably be down in Rio de Janeiro. Let's see. Midland, Texas. One of our bases. Ooh. I mean, that pays so much money. I mean, it's only 38 miles. It pays so much money. You know, if the next flight we go down to Rio de Janeiro, we could do 2 flights in one. Just do that really quick and then just in the same episode go to the other one. Or we could do that. I mean, we could take both actually. It's a lot of weight, but man, that pays 1.2 million. Just go 38 miles to Big Spring. Just got a long enough runway and then go down to Quito. Quito, Ecuador, huh? And then the next flight would be probably over in Rio de Janeiro. Clear over here. And then, like I said, I want a base in Buenos Aires, Argentina. I can't remember exactly where, bro. I want to say it's over in here. It could be even lower. I can't remember exactly where Buenos Aires is. It is a fair distance away. Maybe not. That's only 638 miles. Because I remember hearing them say how long it took in the World Cup for Argentina to drive over there or whatever. Fly, whatever. Alright. Well, that's probably the plan. Go over to Midland, take the one to Quito and the other to Big Spring. It pays so much. How can you pass that up? Quito and Big Spring. Something about Quito. Only one runway. Alright, well, that's probably the plan then. And, well, I'll catch you guys on the next flight.